Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle Gallant back from the video, and today I want to talk about this Packers fan who claims his team won multiple Super Bowls there, and mostly I'm just going to debunk him why he is wrong on that. The Packers have not won that many Super Bowls there. Mostly, we're going to talk about the Super Bowls there. We're not talking about the other championship games. We're not talking about the championship games that was in the 50s there when it was the AFL and the NFL, not pun NFL, but NFL there. We're not talking about the American national. We're not talking about the American League. We're not talking about the national. We're not talking about the American Football League, and we're not talking about the National Football League there. Mostly it was in the 50s and stuff. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl there. And how many titles a team actually won in the current NFL season there. Yes, the Packers did won the first Super Bowl there and named the trophy Vince Lombardi there. So yes, Vince Lombardi actually got his name onto the trophy there, and he was technically the Green Bay Packers head coach back in the day there. So, okay, there, you got us on that. But there, how many Super Bowls? There's been two teams in history there for this Green Bay Packers fan I'm mostly going to talk about because I saw his video there, and he said the Packers had multiple Super Bowls, and they were the first team to actually win multiple Super Bowls there. And when I actually looked it up there, they're not really the first team to have won multiple Super Bowls. There's only two teams there in history there who actually has more Super Bowls appearance there and actually won more Super Bowls there. And the two teams there are not the Green Bay Packers there. They're not the Green Bay Packers. The two teams that actually won two Super Bowls there are the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots there. Won 6 in total Super Bowls there. Thanks to Tom Brady there back in the early 2000s there. Tom Brady was playing with the Patriots there and back in the early 2000s there. So he technically won 6 straight Super Bowls there because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady technically won 6 straight Super Bowls because of it there. And the Steelers won 6 straight during their glory days. They won 6 straight there, mostly actually having their glory days there. So both teams are actually tied right now in the NFL. They're actually tied right now with 6 apiece Super Bowls there. So yes, it's actually true. You can actually look it up on Google there. You can actually say what teams actually won the Super Bowls there, or how many teams actually won multiple Super Bowls there. And they said there's only 2 teams in history there, and that is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots there. And mostly the guy was saying, oh, because the Packers won multiple titles there. No, the Packers did not win multiple titles. If the Packers did win multiple titles there, they would be up with the Patriots and Steelers. They'd be up there with the Patriots and Steelers there with 13 Super Bowls there, what the Steelers and Patriots actually fully have. Yes, the Packers have won multiple championship games there in the early 50s and the early 50s there and the 40s there. They technically won multiple championships there when then they were in the AFL, NFL type of situation before the NFL actually became one there, and they've won more NFL championships there. They technically won more NFL championships. It's not punning from the regular NFL championship or the regular NFL, but it's a pun from the National football championships they technically won back in the day. Back in the day there when Green Bay actually won those back in the day there and stuff. So they don't count as Super Bowls in a way. They do not count as Super Bowls in a way. The Super Bowls count as Super Bowls there. So yes, the Super Bowls count as Super Bowls there, and that's what it is there. So mostly Super Bowl 1 to Super Bowl 60 there. That counts as Super Bowls there. Those are counts as Super Bowls there. And there's only 2 teams in history, only won 6 straight Super Bowls there, won 6 straight titles there, and that's what it is there. The 50s there, the 60s, the 40s there, when the NFL, before the NFL became a merge there, even if they only have the American Football League and the National Football League there. That's what it is there for both sides there. And then they actually had the first, almost like a Super Bowl there. They had the first AFC, NFC, or American football, or the AFL versus NFL national championship game there. And when that was actually going on in the 50s there and stuff like that, I think that was in the 50s or in the 40s there when that actually ever happened there. So technically, yes, the Packers won that one, but Super Bowl 1 is Super Bowl 1. So it counts as a Super Bowl there. So Super Bowl is a Super Bowl there. So and no team has done it since Tom Brady and the New England Patriots and Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers there. And also, and not just Ben Roethlisberger, but the Steelers in their glory days there. Those are the 2 teams right now are sitting with 6 Super Bowls apiece there. Not even my Broncos have 6 Super Bowls apiece. My Broncos do not have 6 Super Bowls apiece there. So this Packers guy this Packers fan there who's actually claiming the Packers won more, he is technically lying to himself there, because there's no way the Packers actually won more Super Bowls there. There's no fucking way. Yes, they have 4 Super Bowls in total there. So yes, they're technically tied up with the Kansas City Chiefs there. The Packers are tied with the Kansas City Chiefs and Super Bowl titles there and stuff. And it kind of sicks me there hearing that stuff there. The Kansas City actually won 4, but they actually did there with Patrick Mahomes there back in mostly in the modern day era. But technically the Packers won that back in their glory days there when they actually tied with it there. Kind of crazy there. If the Broncos went to the Super Bowl last year and Bo Nix never got his injury there, because the Seahawks did not play that good in the Super Bowl anyways, I think the Broncos should have beat this. I think my Broncos should have really beat the Seahawks there, and then there should have been a 3-way tie with the Super Bowl championships there. For 4 Super Bowls in total, though. There should have been a 3-way tie on that. Broncos, Packers, and Chiefs. There should have been a 3-way tie with 4 Super Bowl titles in total there. If my Broncos went to the Super Bowl last year, because Seattle did not look that great against the Patriots. They have not looked that great against the Patriots. The only reason why they beat the Patriots is because the Patriots are not that great of a fucking football team. They kind of suck as a football team last year. But when they had Tom Brady, they were fucking good. They were fucking good when they had Tom Brady there. So yes, they have won 6 straight. Even if they cheated back then, the NFL is not going to take their title away, and that's the truth there is. The NFL is not going to take their title away, and that's what the truth is on that. But they're saying about the Packers, they're winning 4 straight. No, they do not win. They're not winning 4 straight. So this guy there, who honestly made this video saying about this, he also attacked another YouTuber there, saying he had a shitty mic there. I'm not going to get over that stuff there, but mostly this is the only claim I have to say. The Packers never won multiple championships. Yeah, they won championships, but they have never never competed with the Steelers and Patriots. They never competed with the Steelers and Patriots. The Steelers and Patriots are the only two teams in the NFL right now who actually won 6 straight Super Bowls. Those are the only two teams in the NFL right now who won 6 straight Super Bowls there. If you claim that there, saying the Packers won multiple there because of the titles there back in the 50s there, they might count as championship games, but they don't count as Super Bowls. And that's what I'm going to say. They don't count as Super Bowls there. Mostly if you're going to look at Super Bowls there, is Super Bowl 1 to Super Bowl 60 there. Those count. And guess what teams actually has more? And if you look at the titles there, how many Super Bowls they win, or what teams have won any Super Bowls there, and there's only 2 teams there, and that is the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. But nobody actually won 7 there. You never know. Somebody could win 7 in the future. But right now, the Patriots and Steelers are the only 2 teams right now in the NFL has multiple Super Bowls out of everybody there. And that's pretty much it on this there. What do you guys think about this? And this guy, you're totally wrong. You're totally wrong about this. And if he makes a response video there, I'm not going to give out his name. I'm not going to give out his name there. But I have a feeling he might watch this video there. He might watch this video. So, yep. That's pretty much it. Comment, rate, my sponsors to videos. We like to love please subscribe to the Bone Kids from the Super Bowl Journal Legends. Current responses to videos. Carrying out. At her peace.